Hey guys, Joseph here, co-founder of Jet Lifestyle. Just wanted to, give you value. I promised that earlier, so let's dig in. What I do is, I know a lot of people, get into their own business or get into their own niche, and they want to make money. They want to do something big, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know what the first step to take is. So I'm going to walk with you on your journey, on your run, how do you say it, jogathon, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna take your first step with you, so I can show you some of the things you need to get yourself into mentally to be able to just dominate, come out the gate, swing in, and having massive results, guys. Because at the end of the day, it's all about results, right? So, first things first. Oh, and you might not be able to see. You might not be able to see the words because I think the board is extra glossy. Just give me a little bit of time. I'll fix it. But let's go ahead and dive in. So, first things first. You want to have a vision. You want to be able to dreamscape. And what I mean by that, about having a vision, you want to be laser focused. Like if you have a vision for yourself, then you know how much money you want to make. You know how much income you want to make monthly. You know how many people you want to help. You know what kind of house you live in. You know exactly what kind of car you want to drive. So let's go ahead and dig into this, guys. Vision. I'm not sure if you can see it, guys, but if you can't, don't worry about it. Just listen to the words. Listen to words that's coming out of my mouth, and I promise you we'll get there, guys. Because as you're listening to me, you're realizing that you don't even need the words on the board. So let's go ahead and continue. If you can't see it, so when I say vision, guys, I mean things like, okay, house. What kind of house you want? What kind of house you want? Do you want the house to have, three car garage? Do you want to have a house that has a pool in the backyard? Do you want it to have, what do you call it? Summer town, what was it, townhouse in the back? I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be specific. You want to tell, you want to put, like, do I want it in location? Location. Do you want it by the beach? Do you want it by, a lake? Do you want to have a pond in your backyard? Guys, you really want to get specific. And the reason why, I'm going to explain to you a little bit, all right? So let's go ahead and go to car. What kind of car do you want to drive? Now, lots of people say, oh, I want a Ferrari, right? Which is cool. It's cool. But just keep in mind, when you pick something that big, you've got to be able to mentally say, I'm going for it. I'm going as hard as I can for it, all right? You don't want to put something like that unless you're serious and you're committed about putting in the work to get there. So we put car. Let's go ahead for incomes, right? So let's say if you want the house and you want the good location and you want the car, right? You're gonna have to have at least $10,000 a month coming in, right? I mean, it's just, there's no way you're gonna make it with the money you're making right now. So you need a bigger income. So let's go ahead and just say 15 grand. Not really a big deal. 15 grand is nothing. There we go. So 15 grand. Car, nice car, probably a Dodge Viper. I'm a Dodge Viper guy. That's what I'm gonna get pretty soon. Location, house, got the basketball court, the swimming pool in the backyard. Guys, that's a great vision right there. So these are some of the things you want to put down, when you're actually putting your list together and putting it to things you want to work for. Now, let me explain to you why this is so important. This is important simply because if you are going for something and you're picking something great that you want to go for, if you want to get a lot of money income, or you want to help a lot of people, it's kind of hard if you don't have a vision. Let's say you want to help people. That's a little jacked up. Don't judge. Let's say you want to help people, and if you want to help people, get income, then hold on. If you want to help other people get to that income, then you're going to have certain stuff that's going to put you above that. You can't help somebody get to 5 grand income if your level is at making 5 grand. Make sense? Because if you're making 5 grand and they're going to make 5 grand, it doesn't make sense because your income is going to go up the more you help people. So if you want to help people get to 5 grand, your ultimate goal needs to be about 15 grand. 10 to 15 grand. Right? Okay. So that was one. Now, guys, when I say what you need to do with this, you need to write it out. You need to write down exactly everything you need to do because your brain's going to start processing it and it's going to say, okay, Joseph, how can I get this stuff done? How can I, make your vision be complete? All right. So this is very powerful, guys, and it's all true. You have to be serious with it, okay? This is the reason why some of y'all are not making money right now, or not getting people into your business, and you're begging people to join you in. It should be the other way around, So this is one of the big things right here, guys. It's extremely huge and extremely imperative that you do this on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, I do this about 2 or 3 times a day. I let my brain know, hey, this is what we're going to do, and this is what's going to happen. Nothing else will be said. It's going to happen. So, what's the next one? All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to give you some tips, guys. It's going to help you, go from zero to massive results. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and bring it up. Okay. Now, this is what you're going to do, guys. Now, to go from zero to massive results, some things you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have consistency. Okay. Consistency. All right. So you got to have consistency, guys. It's imperative. You have to. Whatever you're doing, you gotta do it every day. You gotta push through the cracks. You gotta be able to outshine everybody else because you have lots of people that's gonna make noise for a couple months and then they're gone. But if you can be that beacon of light that everybody's seeing consistently, you're not giving up, you're going forward, you're doing it the right way, people will run to you and they'll beg you to get on. I promise you, I see it every day. So that's one thing, consistency, guys, all right? Now, another thing is putting the right content out. There we go, content. Now, this is big, guys. The reason why is because of this. A lot of people right now, through Facebook, I see a lot of guys who spam a lot, who will put a post up and, say, hey, I got this money, y'all should get in. And it's just a picture of money. Guys, that is not content. That is spam, okay? You're not going to get anybody in your business by just showing a lot of money, okay? You need to give somebody value, and the value can be anything. It can be from advice to, just helping them out, helping them do something, helping them get unstuck in a situation they were in. Guys, value goes a long way. And if you help somebody in the future, it will always come back to you. So lead with value. Let me just put that in big. Value. All right? That's huge, guys. Value. So that right there is one of the big things going to help you go from zero to massive, guys. If you can consistently, hit the marketplace up with value and you stay with it consistently, guys, you have no issues as long as you don't give up. Because there's bad days, there's good days, but the people who are dominating right now are the people who just didn't give up, nor did they, stop being consistent. All right. So, all right, let me give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more good nugget, and this one is pretty big. This is how to identify your, target, or as far as your target market, or in next level we like to say avatar. So this one right here is a little bit crazy. Hold on a second, guys. This is powerful. This is great value for you guys. Ooh, man, did y'all see that? A ghost or something? Okay, so this next one, guys, man, how to identify your target, your target market, how to go after a certain person that fits the way you are, all right? Guys, this is crazy value. Like, I should be charging you for this, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to you for free, because once you get started with us, guys, you're gonna see it's so much more I'm gonna teach you. But I'm gonna give this to you for free, no charge. Hopefully, to help you out in your business until you come over to the dark side. So, guys, let's get this. This is really juicy. This is really crazy. So, to identify your target market, guys, let me just put that down. Target market. All right. So, guys, this is one thing that's huge, all right? This is something that a lot of people do not understand, okay? They don't get it. They're mass productively talking to everybody, when if they focus just a little bit of energy on getting it direct to their target audience, whew, it would go crazy. Okay, so this is what you want to do. You want to figure out, who do you relate to. Okay, you want to figure out who you relate to. You don't want to go and talk to somebody who's wildly successful, because what you're talking about is not the same thing they're talking about. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You go in there to my man, I want to make a couple $100, and they're like, bro, I made that when I was asleep. Like, it's kind of a different conversation. So you want to talk to somebody who is either just above your level or just below, where you can actually have a conversation. So you want to be able to approach somebody who not necessarily the same gender, but sort of same age or mentality. That's really big, guys. Mentality. All right, now this is big, because one thing that separates people is their mentality. You can meet somebody who's broke, but mentally they have that mind frame. You want to keep them close, even if they're rich and you guys don't have that much to relate upon. If you just stay in contact with that person, something you never know. You never know, for real. So that is one big thing right there, is mentality. All right. Now, when it comes down to one of the biggest things, you really want to be able to focus on just how you deliver things. Okay. You want to keep them close to the campfire. You want to be able to identify them in so many different ways. Like, sometimes it goes as far as how they dress, how they hold themselves up. Because if you're a clean cut guy, if you're a guy who really cares about the way they look, they kind of feel like they have more to relate with you. If you're a bum, I'm not saying you're a bum, but if you're a bummy type guy, like if you don't cut your hair, you don't dress nice, things like that, then you guys have less in common. He kind of doesn't hear what you're saying, because he's like, why are listen to this dude? But he doesn't even dress up. Like, he don't even look presentable. I'm not saying you have to dress for suits. It just depends on who you're talking to. Okay. So next thing. Well, actually, we can go back. That's huge. You want to be able to talk to somebody who looks close to what the way you do. I can't even see the board. Doesn't matter. Just listen. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, so, all right, last thing. When it comes down to identifying somebody, you need to know how would this offer that you're giving them, how would it benefit them? You know? And I know sometimes it's like, well, how would you know? But it's really not that difficult, guys. If you talk to them and you get to know them a little bit, you say, hey, so, what is it you do? What type of things you do after work? You just get to know the person a little better. And guys, this right here is value. I mean, like, huge value, guys. You just don't understand that right there, breaking through the ice, asking them certain questions like that, getting to know them personally, give them a little bit of value, give them tips that can help them on their current situations. That will help them have a breakthrough. And in turn, you already know what the things they like, the things that pump them up, what buttons to push. You already know how they look and how they dress, things like that. So guys, that is how you identify, your target audience. And you can scale up a little bit, but only after you chunk down and you've got the many pieces, because you can't start off broad. If you do that, it's gonna mess up. You have to start off small and then you blow up. All right. So that's all I got for today, guys. But all I want to do is give you a little bit of value. I'm gonna have plenty more of these coming. I just want to get your feet wet a little bit so you can, so you can get in and start saying, okay, cool, this is how I'm gonna do it. And guys, this is for any business. It doesn't matter what business you're in. This is gonna help blow your business up. And if you're getting started with Jet Lifestyle, Lord, this is gonna help you. This is gonna help you so fast, you have no idea. And for the guys that's clicking below, that's saying they want to get started with Jet Lifestyle, congratulations. I'll see you on the other side. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I got a movie to watch. So this is Joseph, co-founder of Jet Lifestyle. I'll see you a little bit later, and good night.